In order to protect her son during World War II, Leonarda Cianciulli turned to human sacrifice. As a trigger warning, I will be discussing some rather gruesome details as well as essay. In order to understand Leonarda's motives, we need to understand her tragic upbringing. Her mother, Serafina, was from a wealthy, prestigious family, while her father was not. Serafina had long since spurred the affections of Mariano, and one evening while Serafina was walking home alone late at night, Mariano attacked her. He dragged her over to bushes and forced himself upon her. Now, Serafina grew up in a rather conservative Catholic family and didn't really understand what was happening, other than that it was wrong. She didn't tell anyone what happened, but a few months later she began to show. Her family questioned her and she told them the truth of what happened. Her family then brought Mariano's family together, and they had a big family meeting. It was agreed that Mariano would marry Serafina, and she was effectively cut off from her family and her family's wealth. She was forced to bear the brunt of societal shame, as well as marry her attacker. Serafina then began to hate her daughter, Leonarda. She beat Leonarda constantly, she berated her for everything she did, and in her dying breath, Serafina put a curse on Leonarda. Leonarda then turned to fortune tellers to try and interpret what the curse meant. She thought it meant that she would never have children. The fortune teller told her that she would have children, but none of them would survive. Leonarda turned to witchcraft in order to counter her mother's curse. Fast forward many years, and only 4 of Leonarda's 14 children have survived. With the outbreak of World War II, her eldest and favorite son, Giuseppe, joined the Italian army. During her time exploring divinity and witchcraft, Leonarda discovered the law of equivalent exchange, which basically states that whatever you put in has to be of greater or equal value for what you want. Her first victim was Faustina Setti. Faustina was a hopeless romantic, and despite her advanced years, had not given up on the idea of love. Leonarda took advantage of this, and advised Faustina that she had found someone in a nearby town who was interested in her. She convinced Faustina to come to her place and then write letters to family or friends, telling them that she was going to this other town. She was then served a concoction that paralyzed her. Leonarda then took an axe and tried to kill her on the first swing, but instead the axe was embedded in her shoulder. Faustina, being paralyzed, was unable to scream or even move, and the tears streamed down her eyes as Leonarda wrenched the axe out of her shoulder and then struck again and again at her head. With Faustina dead, Leonarda then turned her body into soaps and cakes, where she then gave them to her friends and family and people around the town. Her next victim was